Good day. Welcome to the Advanced Science and Technology Institute, and thank you for joining our activity today. This video is created by ASTI for all the suppliers, observers, bids and awards committee or back members, and other people interested in public bidding. Bidding for consulting services may entail submitting two sets of documents, the eligibility documents, and after shortlisting, the technical and financial proposals. Let's start with the eligibility requirements, which are further classified into legal and technical documents. The only legal document required is a PhilJEP's Platinum Certification of Registration. Please double-check the inclusion and expiration date of all Class A documents. As for the technical documents, the bidder shall submit a statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any. Another is the statement of the consultant specifying its nationality and confirming that the service providers are registered professionals, authorized by the appropriate regulatory body to practice the required professions and allied professions. Their respective curriculum vitae is included. Joint ventures should also prepare a valid joint venture agreement, if applicable. Both should also submit their PhilJEP's Platinum Certificate of Registration. All of these eligibility documents are submitted in one envelope, along with the eligibility documents submission form, signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. The envelopes, both original and the copies, are marked as Original-Eligibility Documents or Copy Number 1-Eligibility Documents, and must contain the name of the contract to be bid in capital letters, name and address of the bidder in capital letters, be addressed to the procuring entity's back chairperson, bear the specific identification of the project indicated in the eligibility datasheet or EDS, and bear a warning of "Do not open before," then the date and time scheduled for the opening of eligibility documents. The back will evaluate each bidder's submission against a checklist of requirements. The non-discretionary rule of pass or fail criteria shall be followed. If the bid contains the required document, it shall be rated passed for that particular requirement. Otherwise, it shall be considered failed. The bidder with complete requirements will be marked as eligible to participate in the bidding. After the back has issued the notice of eligibility and shortlisting, shortlisted prospective bidders shall submit another set of bidding documents, namely the technical and financial proposals. The technical proposal shall contain the following information or documents: the technical proposal submission form that also serves as the cover letter of the proposal, a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security that is either A cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank equivalent to 2% of the ABC. B, a bank draft guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit of 2% of the ABC issued by a universal or commercial bank. If issued by a foreign bank, it shall be authenticated by a local or commercial bank for bank drafts or guarantees. C, a surety bond amounting to 5% of the ABC certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security. Indicate the amount on the corresponding check, bank draft, guarantee, or surety bond, and it should be payable to the Advanced Science and Technology Institute. Please take note of the correct spelling. The following information needed in the technical proposal forms, such as a brief description of the organization, an outline of recent experience of the consultant on projects of a similar and related nature, comments and suggestions of the consultant on the terms of reference, if any, a concise, complete, and logical description of how the consultant's team will carry out the services indicated in the TOR, an organization chart of key and supporting staff and their project tasks, a curriculum vitae or CV of each nominated expert with a certification that the contents of the CV are true and professionals will work on the project, a time schedule, and a bar chart showing the work plan. And finally, include in the envelope an omnibus sworn statement. Please take note that the technical proposal should not include financial information. The bidders must comply with the estimated number of professional staff months specified in the BDS. The proposed professional staff must have the indicated minimum experience, and there should only be one CV for each position. Thus, alternative professional staff for the positions is not allowed. The financial proposal is confidential and must be submitted in hard copy using the format in financial proposal forms. The following are the forms. 1. The financial submission form that will serve as the covering letter. 2. Summary of cost. 3. Breakdown of price per activity. 4. Breakdown of remuneration per activity. 5. Reimbursables per activity, and 6. Miscellaneous expenses. After completing the two proposals, prepare two envelopes. One for the technical proposal marked Original - Technical Proposal, and one for the financial proposal marked Original - Financial Proposal. Enclose them in one more envelope marked Original Bid. Also, provide a number of copies as stated in the BDS and mark them Copy Number 1 - Technical Proposal and Copy Number 1 - Financial Proposal, respectively, and also enclose them in another envelope marked Copy Number 1. As a mandatory requirement for the seals and markings of the envelopes, all envelopes shall contain the name of the contract to be bid in capital letters, bear the name and address of the bidder in capital letters, be addressed to the procuring entity's back chairperson, bear the specific identification of this bidding process, and bear warning of "Do not open before," and then the date and time scheduled for the opening of the bids. To have a successful bid, here are some tips and reminders. Strictly use the editable forms provided by the back secretariat. Make sure that no information is missing as provided in the BDS before its submission. Write all bid documents in English. For supporting documents and printed literature written in another language, the appropriate embassy or consulate in the Philippines should certify and translate these documents in English. The authorized representative of the bidder should sign and initial each and every page of the bid, except for unamended printed literature, as well as any interlineations, erasures, or overwriting in the documents for validation. Bidders are encouraged to sign and mark all envelopes. The back would not be held responsible for lost documents in unsealed envelopes. The bidder or its official representative, as signified through an endorsement letter with a photocopy of his ID, shall pay the bid docs fee and deliver the bidding documents on or before the deadline as stated in the BDS. Submitted documents will be accepted by the back secretariat, and the same will take note of any physical and external defect on the submitted envelopes. Said notes shall be acknowledged by the bidder or its representative by signing the acknowledgement form. The potential bidders are encouraged to ask questions immediately during the pre-bid conference, or any time within 10 calendar days before the deadline of submission of the bids, through a formal letter addressed to the back secretariat, which can be sent through post or email. Please take note that the questions asked during the pre-bid conference should still be asked via email so that the back secretariat can issue a formal reply and include updates in a supplemental bid bulletin, which will be issued at least 7 calendar days before the deadline of submission of the bids. In case the bidder missed the pre-bid conference, he is still allowed to submit a bid and ask for any clarifications via email. However, if he chose not to ask clarifications, the bidder is responsible in complying with any announcements, updates, changes, or additional requirements mentioned by the back during the pre-bid conference and supplemental bid bulletin. End user and back may request other requirements apart from the previously said documents. These requirements are included in the BDS of the bid docs. Make sure to read and review all the requirements in ASTI's specific bid docs and not on other government agencies' bid docs. This can be downloaded from the ASTI website at asti.dost.gov.ph or may be requested from the back secretariat at bac-sec@asti.dost.gov.ph. Thank you, and wishing you luck on your bid submission.